Everyone, I thought I'd do a quick video after I did the base and that yesterday. A couple were asking about it on Woodworking UK, so I've just actually done this for them. I made the base myself. I don't know how sturdy it's going to be, so it's just going to be basically a bit of trial and error with this. I think it was Gareth was asking about these posts, whether they'd be strong enough, and yeah, they might not be. Actually, I was lying in bed thinking about it last night, and maybe I should have turned them on the lathe and actually did them out the way. So anyway, I thought I'd do a test out today and see what it's like, because I can always go back and do those things. And I just wanted to explain the process a little bit first. I think most of you know I've got an X-carve, but I've no room to put it up, so it's actually on my kitchen table, so it's just as well I'm not married. Because you all have your wives, and I would have somebody else to worry about it. Meanwhile, I only have my daughter to worry about it. The lettering on here, I've actually, Dave Roten, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I've been following him. And he uses laser cut lettering. I do have a laser cut machine, but the bulb's gone. So I just managed to buy these ones. I think it was something like Hobbycraft or something I picked them up for. Just lettering. So obviously I just wanted to do a Highlandboxes. It's just a logo. So I just wanted to practice it out on this. Most of the bits I already had because I used this small DeWalt's in the CNC. So I've already got loads of bits which I used in there, and I had a profile cutter. Which the idea of what I'm going to do today is I'm going to outline the letters rather than cutting the inserts. I actually went away and ordered the 60 degree and 90 degree bits. I order everything I order for the router. Well, it was more so for the CNC. I always use carbide cutters, and I order them all from, I think it's Router Bits or Router Cutters in the UK online. So it's a small profile bit I've got in there, and you can see that very well. I only plan on having it out about 1/8 of an inch. Right, I don't have the proper measure thing, so I basically fumbled around and tried to measure it out. Normally on my X-carve I run the speed at 1, and that's the maximum you ever run the speed. Maybe others have done different. I've never ever run anything any different than 1, but seemingly with the DeWalt, with the sign making, you run it at full. So that's pretty scary just on its own. So anyway, instead of me yakking on, I'm just going to get on and we'll just see how it goes. I'll probably only do a couple of letters, and then I might put it onto a time lapse. Alright, so I hope I don't bore you all too much. And let's see how it goes. It could be absolute disaster. I've never carved a sign by hand before. So far so good. On I've just done that first 4 letters. I'm going to put you onto time-lapse in a second and complete it. Like I say, I've been following that Dave Roten. God, I hope I've got his name right. And what he says is, for the first is about 1/8 of an inch, and then to go a little bit deeper after that. So I'll maybe double it after that and take it down, and then I'll come back, but I'll put you on a time-lapse till then so I don't bore you stiff. That bit done. Sorry, just adjusting the camera. So I did that. I went back and did it a second time, just because I'm following this lads that do it on the video. So now I've put in a 90-degree bit. I don't know if you can see this. Just a small 90-degree, and they do this cloud thing. So I'm just going to do that too. So I'm going to go back and do that. I might as well just go all the way through it with you. So far so good. A bit messy. I'm going to put my mask on this time, but it doesn't get clogged up in here. The base is also easy to move. It doesn't feel like it's flexing in any way. But then you're only sticking out, even for this next bit. It's only 1/4 of an inch out, so it's not as if there's particularly that much pressure on it. Anyway, excuse me coughing. I'll put you on the time lapse and I'll do this next bit. Okay, that's a sign cut. That was my first attempt, and well, I think I've cut into a few layers. What a mess. Probably seen during the time lapse I had to actually stop and clean up a bit. I'm going to go away and finish this now, because I'll go and make sure I get rid of some of these high spots, and then I need to give it a sand and then get it painted. Actually, I just wanted to say before I went off, the base held up great. I didn't have any problems with these flexing at all at the minute anyway, and I mean that was quite heavy going on it really, because it's quite a weight in this router, but that bit worked perfectly and it was quite easy to handle. So yeah, I mean these could be made for any. The katsu, my dad's just ordered a katsu because he wants to try making the signs, and I'm going to make a base for him as well. So it could be made for any base. You just use your original one. I'm sure you all know that. I don't need to be telling you how to suck eggs. But yeah, that's it. I'll put the other bits. Well, actually, I might just go away and finish it, and then I'll show it you at the end. Okay, that's it all done. I just sprayed it over with the paint that I used for the lettering, which is an acrylic top coat. I think I just got it from a car shop, and then I just put a top coat on it of a light coat of varnish. Came out quite well. I did have a few high spots with this, so I had, because it's all like ripply, you see, so I had to go back over and just dab on that. Anyway, so basically that's my version of a sign, using Dave Roten as a guide to it. The base for the router came out really well, and at the minute I won't be doing any adjustments to that. It's holding up well. It does tend to, because it pushes the air out with that router, it didn't clog up at all. It threw it everywhere, but it didn't clog up the router, so that's fine, isn't it, really? Anyway, this was one for you all on Woodworking UK. Just you are always there supporting me, so this is just, I just thought I'd put this one up just for you. It's not going on any other site. The picture will go up at the sign because I'm quite pleased with it. Alright, see you later.